Hey everyone, welcome back to 99 Bitcoins. In this video, I want to talk about not just the overall state of crypto right now, that is pretty porous if you ask me. There's a lot of red numbers that we've been seeing, but most specifically, I read these comments from a Bloomberg analyst and kind of caught my eye. So I want to share them with you guys right now in this quick video, okay? If you are new to the channel though, hit that like button, please subscribe down below and join us, okay? And also as we get going here, I do want to share with you one of the promotions here on the channel. This is Best Wallet, okay? If you aren't using Best Wallet, check them out. There will be a link down below in the description. Essentially, it's a decentralized wallet that is multi-chain, multi-wallet, and like we said, non-custodial, which is huge, okay? So a lot of blockchains they do support. Also, you can see this featured in a lot of news outlets. There will be a link down below in the description. Download today from the Google Play or iOS store. Very seamless to integrate into your day-to-day crypto trading. And if you haven't done any kind of inspection or research within the Best Wallet, they have a features tab, FAQ, white paper for a lot of things they do offer. So check them out and understand all of their questions that you may have. If you do want to start trading and controlling your crypto on a Best Wallet. Okay, that link will be down below. All right. Now, as we get going deeper into this, I came here to talk to you about the Bloomberg analyst, McGlone, Mike McGlone to be exact, stating kind of what he thinks is going on with Bitcoin. Okay. Basically, and this is not FUD, guys. I have a lot of crypto. I want crypto to do well. I want it to go up. So this is just me talking about the news. So please keep that in mind. And always remember that none of this is financial advice. Just sharing with you some of the things that I do pick up and use in my day-to-day crypto trading. All right. But the Bloomberg analyst, Mike McGlone, issuing a Great Depression warning for Bitcoin. Now, he is the chief commodities strategist, warning investors for global markets that the dangerous signal that we are seeing right now, very similar to what we saw before in the Great Depression of 1929. This was where we saw a massive rotation from paper assets to physical assets, okay? So we're talking about things that hold intrinsic value, okay? So that would be your precious metals, a lot of maybe non-traditional things that you can invest in outside of just, securities and crypto for that matter. But describing the performance as disappointing, he's talked about how crypto has lagged significantly behind the likes of the NASDAQ, which as we look at that index this year, very significant in terms of what we're seeing there from a decline. Okay. Now, as we talk a little bit more so about it, I do want to share with you guys that the expectations that we all had, right? Bitcoin was going to hit 250,000. We've heard that time and time again. We've heard Bitcoin, 2026, we hit 250,000. We hit 126,000. But now as we struggle to kind of maintain what we're seeing here, at around $85,000, very interesting to see what the rest of the crypto world would do. But I don't even want to envision a scenario where we can compare the Great Depression to what we would have going on in crypto. Personally, that would send shockwaves around the world. And it would also kind of present itself in a very unique opportunity if you were buying stocks back in the Great Depression, back in the 20s, you're probably doing a lot better now if you're still alive, or at least your family is. So kind of the same strategy would apply to me if we were hitting something like that within crypto. If we would see some insane low levels, if you don't need it right now, that's kind of where you look into potentially the dip of the century, if you would call it that. Okay. So leave a comment down below. How do you view these comments? Do you think the Great Depression as it relates to crypto is underway? I personally don't. I think it's just kind of a healthy correction in my personal opinion. I think that we've seen this time and time again. And if we're going to be honest with ourselves, I think that when we talk about cycles within crypto, maybe the 4-year cycles are done, okay? But if you zoom out, you look at the landscape of the entire crypto life cycle, okay? The lifespan of crypto, it's always on an upward trajectory, okay? Yes, there are a lot of dips. Yes, there are a lot of really strong pull downs. But for the most part, if you were an early adopter into crypto, or even if you just date yourself back at a time where even if you thought you were buying at the peak and it dipped down, if we zoom out a little bit, you're pretty much doing not that bad if we do look relative towards 3-4 years down the road. Okay, so kind of interesting to kind of talk about it like that. But he expects that Bitcoin will drop to $10,000. Okay, effectively dropping a zero if we do look at those expectations to go from what would be 100,000 again to down to $10,000 for BTC. Okay, and I will tell you guys, and this is not FUD, but it's just understanding both sides of the coin, pun intended. That's kind of where we look into the idea, right? When Ethereum was $700, everybody thought it was dead, it was gone. Where's Ethereum? It almost hit $4,000 or $5,000 this year. Okay, not doing so hot now, but relatively speaking, okay, you got to put in perspective. If Bitcoin drops to $10,000, I would be a buyer at $10,000. I'd be a buyer at $100,000 personally. Okay, everybody has different financial situations, but just kind of sharing with you guys my thoughts, because I do think that's very interesting to see kind of how you look into seeing a large percentage, in his words, of assets in crypto that would be reducing a zero. Okay, so he calls it a purging of the market, talking about that Bitcoin's ratio to gold has already fallen 50% from its peak levels. That is something that, you know, if we see this modeling the decline again, he thinks it could go another 50%. Okay, so dropping that ratio down to 10. Okay, so very interesting. You know, I think that the first thing that we have to kind of do is tap the brakes. All right. I'm never tell you guys to buy or sell crypto, but as it stands for me, we've been through international conflicts. We've been through interest rate hikes. We've been through it all. Okay. Deregulation, SEC lawsuits, you name it, crypto's seen it. Okay. So anything that we kind of get our way, there's always something called FOMO. And if crypto has the innate ability to make people rich and to take something very small and make it something very large in a shorter period of time than going to work. And that's pretty much, we could be talking sports cards, we could be talking collectible coins, or we could talk cryptocurrency. I think it's the same adage. There's always going to be FOMO and heavy speculation, and with anything that basically comes off as a little bit of a get-rich-quick plan. However, crypto delivers a lot more within blockchain and actual real-world utility. So I do think that's a very strong argument to be made against the comments from Mike McGlone. Okay, leave your thoughts down below. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Remember to check out and sign up for a Best Wallet if you haven't done so by now. That link is down below in the description. Hit the like button. Please subscribe. See you all in the next video. Cheers.